the edge. Flood trying to go low to Dunn, didn't pay off. Instead, she draws a penalty, and this time it goes through Dunn's legs, but they have drawn another penalty inside. Up and over. Dunn feeds to Woods, and they go through the net. The Heart still yet to score. 6-0 Fury. Georgia Ray out for the centre pass. She comes back to Rodwell. Now trying to reset through hands, although Evans has drawn a penalty on the transverse line. Rodwell to Kelly. She finds Ray. And can Central Coast score their first point this match? They do. Quick work, Castle to Dunn. Up and over. Woods, a strong player in the air. And she's a force to be reckoned with. Up front. Georgia Rays found the ball in the circle, but Wetstein says no way. Straight on the rebounds. Parrott through the captain. Now goal defense just on the edge. Castle coming up and over, and a strong pass from Flood. Comes off Woods. The emphasis of the contact draws the foul. Emma Davey, the umpire, that's just on screen. And Fury up 8-1. I don't think anyone saw this coming. This is actually 2v3. That's how the ladder finished after 14 rounds. Woods through her hands, but she regathers. Now finds Castle up top. And at the back, oh, tippy toes on the line. Isn't Lauren Wood smart? Ray to Rodwell. Now Parrott with a little edge behind. Oh, the ball does still stay in Central Coast possession though. And that is smart play from the Heart. Able to roll on and not let GWS affect them. Pass comes off Lauren Wood's palm. And in collecting it, Flood draws a penalty. Rodwell out of play. Dunn with a wonderful front cut. Getting closer to the ball. It seems all the fans from the last game have cleared out, and now it's a sea of orange. A little bit of teal and yellow at the right-hand side. But definitely a stronger show for GWS here tonight, who are up by 8 goals very early in this game. We anticipated a pretty tight match. Not to be so far. Kelly, quick work with Cullen. They found Ray, who offloads brilliantly to Kelly. They can't convert. Nerves getting the better of them. Flood takes the ball. Gives it to Ockenball. They come back to Parrott. Castle finds the captain. Oh, creating something out of nothing straight through the middle. They split the defenders, cut out the mess, and went straight to the person that was going to get the job done, Lauren Woods. Rodwell getting the edge over Flood in that scenario. And look at Woods straight there with the arms up. She's a shooter. She's not supposed to be inclined that way. Kath Tetley has done a good job in coaching them. Bit of background for you, Kath Tetley, this is actually her first year coaching at this level at Premier League. She actually set this competition up in its very humble beginnings 2-3 years ago. Now part of the coaching setup. And GWS actually had 8 rookies coming into the 2018 season. They had a number of players that had been involved in Premier League camps before but hadn't played many games. And so to be here where they are now, contesting a spot for the grand final, is massive. Kelly looks to find a closer position for the shot. Stronghold from Wedstein is the difference. She had better position to take the rebound too. Oh, the pass from Parrott isn't good. It ends up with Central Coast and Kelly, eager to right the wrongs from before. She skulls the Hearts' 4th goal tonight. Coming back to Parrott to reset. Ockenbaugh straight to Castle. They go around the body of the Central Coast players. Dunn looks to feed. Oh, and Woods, isn't she a stellar player? The timing of the jump, the strong hold, her strong clasp on the ball. Through the hands of Rodwell, as we see Cullen almost do the splits, trying to keep out of the goal circle. Working with Kelly now. Kelly with a little roll off to find back space, but in doing so, she's drawn the defenders and found Georgia Ray a nice little spot to take the shot from. Hart coming back, 7 goals difference, 5 minutes 30 till the first break. Castle keeping the ball in play, back to Parrott. Now it's a foot race. Evans and Flood both after it. The call goes the way of Central Coast. Nikita Jackson about to take the penalty. Actually trained with the England Roses this week instead of playing and practicing with her Central Coast Heart team. The English Roses playing up against the Australian Diamonds tonight in Newcastle in the Quad Series, 1v2 in the world. And Nikita Jackson, can you believe it, got the opportunity of a lifetime to train with the Roses and provide a body out in court in their practice sessions. As we see her now living up to the expectation. Flood looks to pass in, but there's a penalty being given in the goal circle. Dunn to Woods. So good over her head, over the back of her shoulder. Rodwell outside pass to Ray. Cullen coming through, driving forward. Rodwell driving sidewards. Oh, she's found Kelly at the back. What a beautiful passage of play from the Central Coast Heart. That's exactly what they're capable of, and they need more of it. That was a step, a pretty obvious one. Evans to Cullen. Straight from the midcourt to the goal third. Kelly has to come out and shoot up. Ball goes over the top of Ockenbaugh and ends up with Rodwell, who's drawn a penalty. Kelly, baseline shot, misses, but should get another chance. This time it's good. And the Heart back within 6. Rodwell to Cullen, coming back now. Hand straight to Rodwell on the edge. The captain feeds into Georgia Ray. And the shot, a step to the side. And a loopy one is fantastic. The Heart reach, Fury force back. And you have to feel a little shift in momentum here. Yellow and teal fighting hard to make a respectable score in that first quarter as we see Georgia Ray switching offense to defense pretty effectively. Evans in a foot race with Parrott wins the battle, draws her for a penalty. Jasmine Rodwell at the back on her own, the captain. Now on the edge, Cullen to Kelly, who looks to find a better position. Ockenbaugh doing well to smother her and confuse the space. Kelly has eyes for the net though, and she breathes a little sigh of relief with Central Coast getting pushed up towards the goal third here. Call goes against Ockenbaugh. Oh, and nice work, Ray to Kelly through the hoop. Central Coast Heart at 10 goals. Where has the Furies lead gone? Just 3 goals difference. 1:54 to play. Castle in the pocket on the edge with a penalty. Gets it to Dunn with her fancy footwork. And now Woods will add another to the Furies tally. Even orange eyeshadow on that supporter. It's dedication. Parrott to Flood. The skipper comes out wide. Coming back. Ockenbaugh, Parrott. Over the top now. Castle has to do the extra work to hang on to possession. Oh, brilliant pass to Dunn. She fools Eliza Hands, who's come out hunting. And in the end, Woods will finish off the effort with a minute to go in this first quarter. 15-10, Fury up by 5. Nikita Jackson winning ball and then giving it back. Ball goes against Evans. And there's going to be a lot of tired players in this first quarter because the intensity has been insane this opening 15 minutes. Castle trying to feed to Woods. Oh, my goodness. Wow, put that on the highlights reel. 30 seconds. Cullen to Hand, driving forward. Kelly on the edge now. Cullen trying to feed to Ray. Wetstein disrupting the play, but it will be a Hart throw-in on the back line. Quick work, trying to swing. And from the top of the circle, they find Georgia Ray, who's found the net with 5 seconds on the clock. Time now held. 3 seconds to play out. And that'll be it. 16-11, the Fury lead the Hart by 5 goals at the first break. Now, we must take you through these teams. I'm sorry that we didn't get to that at the start. Bit of a crazy turnaround from Opens to Under-20s preliminary final. So for the GWS Fury in the orange, grey and white dress, Lauren Woods is the goal shooter, Emily Dunn goal attack, Courtney Castle in wing attack, Taylor Flood the captain in centre, Alicia Parrott in wing defence, Sarah Ockenbaugh is in goal defence, and rounding out the side is Violet Wetstein in goalkeeper. Now for Central Coast Hart, Megan Sharp, their coach, has got Jessica Kelly in goal shooter, Georgia Ray in goal attack, Hannah Cullen in wing attack, Jasmine Rodwell in centre, the captain, Miller Evans is in wing defence, Eliza Hand in goal defence, and Nikita Jackson in goalkeeper at the back. Now, some stats for you to give you some context about this under-20s match. Central Coast already have their open side waiting in the grand final. They will now play the Eastwood Ride Hawks, as we just saw them win by 1 goal over the Manly Warringah Sapphires. But for the under-20s, this is the furthest that they've ever got. In 2016, they came 6th. In 2017, they came 7th. And they've never made a semi-final, and yet here they are contesting a spot in the grand final, the big dance for 2018. Central Coast beat Manly last week to progress here in the semis. 46-40, a win by 6 goals. And they actually let go of their second place on the ladder to the GWS Fury side back in round 13. They lost their match there by 2 goals, I believe, and dropped down to 3rd. Which meant they really had to fight last week, but they've got through and they've got another chance here tonight. Meanwhile, to give you some context about the Fury, in 2016, they placed 5th. They missed the semis by 1 point. So cruel, this game. And last year, they came 3rd. They lost to the Eastwood Ride Hawks by 1 point in the minor semi-final, 48-47. Again, a very cruel sport we play. But this year, I mentioned they finished 2nd. Through to the preliminary finals, which they're playing here tonight. So in the club's eyes, they really can do no wrong, as they've already made it the furthest they've ever done into a finals campaign. I mentioned earlier they've got 8 rookies in this side, a brand new coach in Kath Tetley this year. And they've been exceptional this year considering all those factors. Both these sides have lost the same amount of games, as we see some very passionate Fury supporters. They've even got the crayons out for this this match tonight. I believe the lady in the orange top on the left-hand side was actually scoring in the earlier match. So she must be a massive netty fanatic to be involved in the Open's official work on the sideline and now supporting the Fury at the back. Yes, so both these teams have lost the same amount of games. They've lost 4. Central Coast lost 4 in a row in round 4, round 5, round 6 and round 7. One of those games was to the Fury. And the Fury lost their first 2 and only lost 3 games in the first half of the season. They beat North Shore United, who is already waiting in the under-20s grand final back in round 9, 53-48, but lost against them in the semi, which is why they're here playing for a grand final spot tonight. Ockenbaugh coming up with a great turnover straight off the centre pass. Flood into Dunn. And now Dunn creating so much tonight of the play. Fury with a centre up their sleeves. Over the top, they find Castle, and she finds Woods. No way she's going to miss from there. Kelly, quick work with Rodwell, a little fake. They come back to the new wing attack on. Danny Taylor. So just the one change for Central Coast for the second quarter of this preliminary final in 2018. Taylor to Evans with a fake before she gives it back. Rodwell on the edge, just finds the outside side of Kelly, going round wet sign, resulting in a goal. 5 goals different. Taylor floating at the back, tries to come forward, but they have to go back to the midcourt. Parrott doing all she can to hunt and steal possession. Taylor giving it straight to Wetstein. The second phase play is good from Rodwell. And now Georgia Ray secures the Heart another goal. And they make the difference for that was Megan Sharp on screen on the left-hand side, the head coach of this under-20 Central Coast Heart side. Woods just far too strong at the back. Jackson's going to have to try and mix things up and shut her down. Rodwell to Taylor, out for the centre pass. It comes back and through the hands of Rodwell as she hangs her head. She knows the opportunity's gone wanting. On the outside side of the court, Fury take a throw in. And the pass to Castle is not great. Out of her reach and over the sideline. Jackson with the throw in to Evans. Strong pass over the top to Taylor. Now Rodwell is beaten by Flood, who had a better front position. She's come back to Parrott, who has a pretty level head to try and use all 3 seconds, but the call's gone against the Fury in this scenario. Taylor to Rodwell, Kelly at the back, drawing Ockenbaugh backwards. And Ockenbaugh, she's won the ball for Fury, copping a massive hit and carrying on with it like it was nothing. These are some tough under-20s players out on court. These 2 teams are actually the youngest of the whole 8 involved in the under-20s Premier League competition. So it is a battle of the young guns tonight. That pass was insane and should not have ended up with Fury, and Jackson ensures that it doesn't. Taylor over the top to Ray, who's on her own. Both Fury defenders heading straight to the circle to smother Kelly. Now Taylor, little fake, swings the circle to Rodwell. Kelly has to come out, but it's no help to the Heart. 5 goals difference, 11-13 to play before half-time. Edge of the circle, top, Danny Taylor feeds to Ray Ockenbaugh. A little tender on the ground. So we see some of the Central Coast Heart subs on the side. Hannah Cullen recently replaced by Danny Taylor. Castle looking to go straight to Woods. So strong in the air. Unstoppable, in fact. 20-15, they lead the Heart. Ray to Taylor. Again laterally to Rodwell. Kelly dropping out. Goes fake and then down to Taylor. And now they build towards the post through Ray. No look passing to Kelly. It'll go back to Ray for a penalty. And just taking a little step to the side in front of Ockenbaugh. She's found the net. Demi Evans in the teal, dark blue and yellow top, supporting her sister. Miller Evans out in court and wing defence. So Demi plays for the Opens and can play for the under-20s as well. Mainly a part of the Opens side and spectating tonight. And Lauren Woods, isn't she a gun? Taylor working quickly with Evans. There's a stepping call. And Parrott will take it in the midcourt for Fury. Coming back to Ockenbaugh. They go 1-2 again. Parrott stuck for an option. Someone has to come forward. Taylor Flood tries to. And does draw a penalty in the process. Parrott straight forward to Castle. Coming out to the side. They feed into Dunn. And Woods, just so smart, so tactical. Great positioning of the body. Draws a big applause from the crowd. Flood to Castle. Now to Dunn, sneaking a ball under Hand's arm. That one didn't come off, but the contact call will favour Fury, who score again through Lauren Woods. The lead creeping out to 7. Ockenbaugh outsmarting Ray. Coming off her palm and over the side for a Fury throw-in. Castle to Flood on the edge. Down low to Dunn. Mid-range, she doesn't want to take the shot, so she offloads. And this crowd loves Lauren Woods. Rodwell. Coming off, it appears. Miller Evans moving into centre. And Brooklyn O'Mara coming on in wing defence. Woods again, strong at the back. Central Coast building, and this time Georgia Ray steps up with a massive grab. There's the open side watching on in support. Coming around, 360, Flood. Finds Castle in the pocket. She goes 1-2 with Dunn to find a better position. And Dunn, if it's not Woods on fire, it has to be her, sharing the flame, the two shooters. Oh, massive fall. Poor Miller Evans has hit the deck. Ockenbaugh really is such a powerhouse and not afraid to be physical. Although she's copped her fair few hits tonight too. Castle, do a little drive and come back. Her footwork and passing work is really crucial for Fury's attack in that midcourt. Castle out for the centre pass, squishing through heavy traffic. Dunn comes backward to Flood. And they go 1-2 more. Shot missed. Jackson on it. Call goes against Woods. So this is a chance for the Heart, currently down by 10 goals in the second quarter, to really come back. Woods being told she needs to stay out of play beside the player taking the penalty. Quick work, O'Mara to Evans. Taylor over the top. They find Ockenbaugh at the back. That's not a yellow and teal dress. Orange, in fact. Pushing up in the midcourt. Flood to Ockenbaugh. Surviving some contact from Ray. Cut and drive from Castle. She gets the ball to Flood. The captain draws a penalty. And now that's 3 in a row. Central Coast really needing to tighten up their defensive efforts. Wood again at the back. And this Fury side not letting go. They're up by 11 goals, but every goal they score, they just get louder. Ray coming back to hand. Now Evans to Kelly. They come back to the transfers for a reset. Taylor switches the circle. Evans to Kelly, who's found a front cut. A nice front position. Misses the shot. Wetstein's on the crumbs. Parrott to Ockenbaugh. Pushing up now. Oh, lucky pass over the top. Castle finds Wood, but the ball goes wanting over the back line. Almost too quick, that play. Kath Tetley spoke about this GWS side being really fit this year, focusing on strengthening and conditioning programs. Oh, and hasn't Lauren Woods already stood up this match? If she's not scoring goals, she's creating huge plays in defense. O'Mara takes the advantage to Evans. Taylor with a throw-in now for Central Coast. On the edge. The ball goes straight to Violet Wetstein in the air. Para, long ball. Hand was coming through Hunting, but it made its way to the captain. And now through Dunn, the Fury, they hit 29. That is a lot of goals in these opening 2 quarters. Still 4 minutes to play. Call goes against Central Coast for the centre pass. Oh, it's inside in the goal third. O'Mara out of play. And a massive grab from Woods. Escapes her hands and ends up with a replay, but O'Mara has given the ball back straight to the Fury. An absolute coach killer, Paul Meekensharp. Evans back over the head-to-hand. The ball comes out of her hands and over the sideline. Central Coast just saying, we need to calm down. Don't let them dictate the pace of the game. Swinging the circle, Castle finds Dunn in front. Accurate and determined all night to find the best space. This Fury side will not give up. 31-17, they keep laying on the points for Central Coast Heart. Currently up by 14 goals, looking to make it 15 through Dunn. Fair way out. She should be playing fast 5 netball, gee whiz. Beautiful loopy shot. Coming back, O'Mara provides an option in the back mid-court. And they find Ray. The Heart able to turn it on quickly when they get all their connections going, but that's been the problem so far. They've been slightly disjointed and smothered by GWS. Have lost the ball many a time heading into the goal circle. And all of a sudden, the crowd just goes silent as this lead starts to push out even further. Woods absolutely unstoppable tonight. Kath Tetley second from the right, the head coach of this side. Taylor on the edge, feeds to Kelly. Nice low little bounce. So they're still in this, the Heart, but they're going to need energy to come from somewhere. A fair bit of turnover. And a real shift in momentum to get their way back into this match. 33-19, a minute 30 on the clock. Castle comes back to Ockenbaugh. They go laterally, other side of the court. Paro, Captain Flood, finds Castle, and they push in. Oh, stepping call. Nikita Jackson happy to pick up the ball. Straight to Evans, they push up the inside channel. Up and over, Kelly. That was smart from her. She drew her defender all the way out of the circle, had her hands up as if she was the definite option for that ball, and it meant Georgia Ray could take the shot comfortably at the back. 50 seconds on the clock, time not held. 33-20. Kelly, quick work with Taylor, and Taylor has been great since coming on as a sub in the second quarter. She and Kelly definitely have a great connection. Flood in the air to Castle. He's airborne to collect it. The two going 1, 2, 3, 4. Really trying to push towards the post. Flood swings the circle, but there's a penalty given inside. Woods eager to add another to her tally. And the Fury hit 34 with 10 seconds left. Evans, a fake, comes to hand through defense. And Ockenbaugh spoils the party for Central Coast. She has been pulled up for a contact call. There's no time on the clock though. Will they be allowed to take the shot? Ray, eager to take it. The shot is missed and Central Coast can't convert. Look at the smiles on the Fury players. They're pretty happy with this lead. 34-21, they currently lead by 13 goals. A massive second half coming up here. Don't go anywhere. 34-21 coming out for the third quarter. The championship quarter as it's named. And it could prove the difference tonight because whoever wins this match will head through to the chance to contest the championship of 2018 in the grand final. We know North Shore United are already there. And now we're waiting to find out whether it will be the Fury or the Heart with them. Dunn doing well to drive backwards into space. She offloads to Woods, and they kick off the quarter just like any other, with Woods scoring the first point. That was the last quarter was massive for the Fury, outscoring the Heart 18-10. Taylor swings the circle, Evans finds Ray. And I love the confidence of Georgia Ray. Central Coast Heart know they're down, but she has no problem taking it to the post, wherever she's from. Foot out, throw in for Hart. Hand to Jackson. O'Mara calling for it, but she finds Taylor instead. Evans with the fake, comes back to Ray. And now Taylor bouncing to Evans, finds Ray again, this time in better position. A challenge from Ockenbaugh in the air, but Central Coast able to score. Oh, ball goes against them. 3 seconds held up. In the air, Castle comes back to Ockenbaugh. Parrott to the captain, Flood. Dunn popping out of the circle. Offloads low. And now they've found Woods, who's straight in front of the post. Taking the Fury to 36. So what's interesting this week is a lot of these players have played with each other or against each other in the high schools tournament, with the independent schools, the combined schools, and the Catholic schools. And 4 or 5 players on court actually made the all-school merit team, which was like a team of the tournament. Sarah Ockenbaugh in goal defence, Lauren Woods in goal shooter, Courtney Castle, the midi, setting up so much play tonight. And also Jasmine Rodwell and Eliza Hand for Central Coast. Up and over. Castle with a strong wrist, turns the ball before offloading to Dunn. Mid-range, she's confident, but the shot doesn't come off. Jackson straight on the crumbs. Now with a penalty for Hart. O'Mara sensing there was someone coming, offloads the ball quickly. Fair bit of contact and physicality happening as Central Coast try to head up to their post, but there has been a turnover. Fury quick with the ball and their footwork. And Lauren Woods is just going to keep shooting goals all night. The crowd go wild for her. Mentioned before that one of the Fury supporters had orange eyeshadow on. They've actually got party hats on that say Parrot supporters. So they must be from Jarvis Bay, supporting the speedy little mid-quarter, Alicia Parrott in wing defence. Does a 6-hour round trip for training and games as the ball slips out of Castle's hands and over the sideline. All the way from the south coast of New South Wales, a beautiful place, but unfortunately not one where Premier League netball is played. O'Mara, strong pass to Evans, up and over. Taylor. Isabella DeVivo, who's come on in goal shooter, rolls off the body of Wetstein. And Ray looks like she'll convert here with a penalty. So it looks like the only change in the break as O'Mara just claps her hands in frustration, the ball coming out of her hands and over the sideline. was Isabella DeVivo coming on in goal shooter. The Fury remain unchanged from the first quarter. And why would you change them? Look at the smiles on their faces. They were beaten by North Shore last week, but you wouldn't know it tonight. So dominant, so confident in their ability. 38-25, they lead the Heart. Ockenbaugh, back to Parrott. In the air, Castle, so dynamic. Able to switch it up and give it to Flood. Now Dunn goes 1-2. She's able to do that too easily. And it'd be great to see Hand or Jackson just come in front and just challenge her when she tries to do the second and third phase play. Taylor just putting the ball up, hoping it ends up with the Central Coast shooter, but it doesn't. It ends up with the Fury, and they've got to throw in from the back line. They push up through Ockenbaugh. Whetstone to Flood, coming back to the keeper. That pass was not good and not to the right person. It went to Yellow and Teal. Danny Taylor trying to pull off a triangle. Instead they have to swing. And they can't hang on to possession, the Heart. Their poor supporters just shaking their heads. I'm sure they feel the same out on court. They beat Manly by 6 goals in the minor semi-final last week, 46-40. Apparently in the third quarter, they really stepped up their defence because it was close right up until half-time. The whole crowd watching on in anticipation as the ball rolls off the side. Look at Kath Tetley, little wink. Cheeky coach. O'Mara pulled up for Hands, holding on to the player. Parrott goes straight to Flood, up and over. They find Woods, who's got a strong hold from Jackson up against her. The Fury hit 41, now up by 16 goals. I will mention that Central Coast were able to turn things around for themselves in that game last week against Manly. Their one-on-white tight defence outside the circle really changed the game. And they switched up the momentum, so these young players are able to identify what's happening on court. It's just a matter of whether they can do that again tonight and back up. Because at the moment, they're down by a pretty large margin against the Fury. And it's going to need something special for them to come back. Up the top. Woods does well to feed to Dunn. And they can hardly wipe the smiles off their faces. DeVivo meeting the hands of Whetstone. None shall pass, Gandalf-like at the back. Castle goes 1-2 with Parrott, who seems to really be enjoying herself tonight. Flood to Dunn, over the top. Woods a little shake of the head. Didn't pay off that time. Central Coast doing well in defence. Confusing the space around the back of the post. Jackson comes to Hands. They find Amara in the midcourt. Now they push up through Taylor. They switch the side of the court to Evans in the goal third, drawing a penalty. And now Taylor set in her position, finds DeVivo. Penalty given inside, right near the post. Whetstone out of play. Oh, you Sarah called out. Someone's supporting Ockenbaugh pretty loudly. Dunn and Castle. Outsmarting Evans. Flood, low to Dunn, who's in front. And so confident tonight. Can see some Sparks players and fans in the crowd. There's also the Central Coast Opens team supporting. You can see them in the back there with their teal and navy blue tops on. They would have been here checking out who they're going to play next week. And they They know now it's going to be the Eastwood Red Hawks, who's coming back with a vengeance, but also here to support the under-20 side. A really tight-knit group. Ray finishing the job, taking the Heart to 28. Done to Wood, surviving some contact from Jackson. And these two teams are very similar. The difference might just be in the way that they defend. GWS like to float off the ball, whereas Central Coast have more of a one-on-one defensive style. Hands straight up, trying to dictate where the ball goes. Lovely shot from DeVivo. With a poker face on, no sign of emotion. Castle out for the centre pass, using Ockenbaugh to try and reset the play. Now Flood's found some space to help her out, and she finds Woods at the back. Both her ankles taped and within good reason. She's a strong taker of the ball and a large FUD as she comes down, just putting her everything into every contested possession. DeVivo at the back now for Central Coast with a throw-in. Ray rolling off the player in goal defence, Ockenbaugh. Then punting in front. Shooting a goal for the Heart, taking them to 30. The difference 15. Castle to Woods, liking to emphasise the contact she's copying at the back. So the game plan tonight for GWS Fury was to be conscious and prepared for Central Coast to play a lot of box zones. As we see Wetstein with a big coup for the Fury. Kath Tetley mentioned that sometimes with the younger players you can practice these things lots, but it doesn't always come out on court. Just in the heat of the moment. The pressure of performing on the Premier League stage. Woods has performed perfectly tonight though, should have to be faultless. But last week Fury got stuck behind United because they were very quiet and still. They lost all their connections. And they play a lot better with their loud, connected, communicating, eye contact, verbally helping each other out. We've seen that a lot tonight. So not only are they enjoying it, but they're putting their all into this match. They're just leaving it all out there. Playing a reserve style last week, they're making sure that nothing is left out on court tonight. We talked about Parrott, and there she is with a little tip. How she's from Jervis Bay. Well, last week, we had a massive orange crowd here again, and 35 people were from that area. Isn't that incredible? They travelled a long way to see her play for the Fury in orange and grey. And it is a late night here. We won't finish till 10:30 at least. Maybe a little later considering we had the Opens Grand Final run overtime. Evans on the edge to DeVivo, mid-range, confident with the shot, but it pops off the top of the rim, and Wetstein takes no prisoners. Moving laterally and then forward Fury. And now Castle to Dunn, drawing a penalty just outside, holding the time with 30 seconds on the clock before the final break. The Fury currently up by 18, 48-30. With a chance to add another here. And they do so. Casually as you like, Emily Dunn These players up the back might not get a showing yet because the Fury so far are playing so well, you can't fault them. The ball even coming off Eliza Hand into Dunn's hands. But now Jackson, vision, steals the ball, and the heart push up towards their goal third. 5 seconds to play for. I'm surprised the time hasn't been held. Throw in, Taylor goes straight to Ray. She can't convert, and it doesn't matter anyway because the whistle's gone. 19 goals, yes, different. 49-30, the final break of this match. And if Central Coast can't find something special for the final quarter, it looks like we're going to have a GWS Fury and North Shore United grand final. The support building for the Fury as they head into their final 15 minutes of the 2018 Under-20s preliminary final. They won the last quarter 15-9, the quarter before that 18-10, and the first quarter 16-11, and they're currently up by 19 goals. No changes out on court for the Fury. A lot happening off the ball before we even start the first centre. And Central Coast have stuck Jasmine Rodwell back on in that centre bib, yellow and teal, pushing Miller Evans out to wing defence. Paul goes against them already, nothing going right for the Heart so far. Jess Kelly has come back out for Central Coast in goal shooter. And Brooklyn O'Mara has pushed into goalkeeper, Nakia Jackson going to the bench, sorry. Isabel DeVivo pushing out to goal attack too, so that Kelly can come back in her favoured goal shooter position. Fury first to score again, as they have been all game, every quarter. Flood trying to feed to Woods. The ball goes over the back line. Or at least Woods had her footer out. Physical game, this one. O'Mara to Hand, who loses the ball and replays it. Coach killer. Unfortunately, things aren't going right for the Heart. Done a fair way out. Secures another. She's been accurate and set up so much play tonight. A real star out on court. In fact, it'd be hard to pick a player of the match for the Fury. They've just been strong on all fronts. Lovely shot from Jess Kelly. As the Heart watch on. Hearts in their throats. Dunn to Woods. Doesn't matter what the feed's like because Woods is so strong she can get it front, back position. The difference now 20 goals, and the Fury are looking to make it 21. So Central Coast will be really disappointed with this showing tonight. Yes, they've made it further than ever before, and they've done such a good job this season. But to come out and be this far down against a side that they've really battled hard with so far in 2018, especially after their win over Manly last week, I'll be slightly disappointed. A very quality team with a great calibre of players though. And if anything, what they learn tonight will be pivotal in where they go next year. Cut out pass finds Woods at the back. Kelly outside, comes back to the transverse line to reset. Taylor bouncing to Rodwell. They find Kelly inside, mid-range. She takes the shot. Right hand dominant. Left rather. That's impressive. Dunn over to Castle. Fake around the body of her player. And now up the top. I've just noticed that Dunn and it's Brooklyn O'Mara have the same shoes on tonight. Both bright pink. Woods converting for the Fury again. There we go, Team Parrot. Some more Java Space supporters. Hand to Rodwell. Kelly coming out. Rodwell now into DeVivo. And Jess Kelly certainly has been a star tonight. She's tried so hard at the back to create a difference. Been accurate most of the time. As we see Parrot with a free pass. Flood goes to Dunn, they swing. Castle copping a bit of a knock. Feed straight to Woods. You can just see how strong Lauren Woods is. She's unstoppable at the back, and unfortunately the Heart have had no answers. Look at all the Fury players waiting on the bench patiently. They might have to wait till next week to get a run now. Either way, you'd like to be part of a winning side. You see Wood off ball at the back with a roll off the body. Always ready for it. Such a smart player, so young. And certainly should be known among the names of the selectors now. For the New South Wales under-17s team, maybe under-19s team. Rodwell 1-2 with DeVivo. And up and through. It's the little goals now for Central Coast as they try to claw back the deficit. Evans did well then with Rodwell working to get a turnover. Taylor to Kelly on the edge. They come back to Rodwell. Now they find DeVivo. Strong in front. Brilliant stance. The ball teases us as it comes out of the net, but back in, straight through. Taylor out for the center pass, goes laterally to hands. Holding call goes against Central Coast. And opportunities like that have just gone wanting tonight. Ockenbaugh, 360 in the air. She finds her captain. Dunn, 1 foot inside the circle, 1 out. And now Flood feeds to her goal attack. Such a dynamic duo. Crowd falling silent as they realise that her job's pretty much done. Still with 8 minutes 30 to play. The difference is now 23. So a dominant showing from the Fury tonight, and will take a lot of confidence to next week. Resetting now, Central Coast come back to Taylor. Oh, in the air, Parrott and Rodwell doing battle. Kelly, a foot out. It means Wetstein gets a throw in. 8 to play here. Ockenbaugh driving forward. Finds Paro. Now Flood looks to push into the midcourt through Parrott. In the middle, Flood strong to Castle. And just look at the skill she has handling the ball. Able to hang on to it and fool her defender with all sorts of hand tricks. Dunn bouncing backwards now. They try to find Woods at the back. She has to come to the pocket to collect the ball. And she's lucky that there was a contact call then for a free shot done because she replayed. Someone's got their big camera out in the crowd, ready to take some snaps. Stepping call. Stepping call in the goal third. Taylor, quick work, switching to DeVivo. Ball comes off Parrott, which means it's a hard throw in. Fury leading them 59-35, 7 minutes to play. They come back to the transverse line to reset. And Parrott, never say die attitude. She will not give up. Long ball, goes all the way over the head of Dunn. And the captain, Flood, shrugs it off. One bad pass among many, isn't that bad? Many great ones, I should add. Now, throwing in from the sideline is Castle. And Dunn will take a penalty just inside the circle. Easy give and go with Woods. 60-35, the lead still drawing out. 25 goals now. Taylor to Kelly, who's desperate to get another shot. Oh, look at her, brilliant on the rebounds. And that's what you want from your shooter. High five to Vivo Kelly, well done. 6 minutes 12 to play. O'Mara with a throw in from the baseline. Over the top, they go to Evans. Penalty given, free pass. Hand to Rodwell, the crowd falling silent. In the goal third, they've sped up the play. And the ball is lost in the air. Fury captain, Flood too strong. Although there's been a turnover. Seconds later, Taylor to hand. Through the middle and Rodwell. Call goes against Parrott. Danny Taylor with a free pass outside. And now Jess Kelly, split stance. Confident, keen to score another. Takes the heart to 37. DeVivo on the ground in back play. You missed what happened there. Hand to DeVivo. On the edge in the pocket. Rodwell straight to Kelly. Here come the Heart. Looking to finish their season in style. They've got 5 minutes left to fight for this. Dunn back to Parrott. Now in the goal third. Pushing. Castle trying to find Woods. And I must say O'Mara's made it slightly more difficult at the back for Woods. Just see Woods off ball, already switching it up with the roll off twice. Just able to really dictate which space she wants the ball. Allowing her mid-quarters to find an easier feed. And she's almost using defending tactics there. She's using her body as a defense to hold off Eliza Hands. Rodwell looking over the hands of Flood, forced to go back. The heart through DeVivo, go all the way to the edge. Kelly comes back to Rodwell. DeVivo pops up top. Oh, and Wetstein's hit the deck. It's thrown off Kelly from her shot too as she looked down to just check she was all right. Ockenball to the skipper. Parrott to Castle. Now Dunn to the pocket, up and over. Far too easy. Seamless almost, the Fury. 62-38. And again. The Fury supporters still loud and proud. 3 minutes 30 to play in this 2018 preliminary final in the under-20s competition. Isabella DeVivo, been very accurate since she came on in the third quarter. Dunn, back to Parrott. Now Castle looking to feed the ball to Flex, and Brooklyn O'Mara, hasn't she kept the ball in play well for the Central Coast Heart? Hand to Rodwell in front, they switch to the pocket, has to pivot around Danny Taylor, and she goes 1-2 with Kelly before finding DeVivo at the back. Ball trickles in. 3 players that have been out on court tonight now on the bench. They've used all of their squad. Central Coast. Everyone's had a hand in their efforts tonight. Whereas GWS Fury have been very lucky they haven't had to touch their starting 7 lineup. With 2 minutes 17 to play. Castle coming back to Parrott. Now to Flood. Over the top. Time held. A big call against Danny Taylor, it seems. Now in the goal third, Fury given a hand to push towards the post. Dunn over the top to Woods. Her body on the line every time she takes to the air. 1 minute 50. Parrott, the flying parrot in action. And the crowd goes wild for her. She really is a favourite. The captain on the edge. It'll be inside now. Dunn decides to offload with a low pass. And you can even see a little blow-up parrot in the crowd. They've got some humour about them, this Fury. 1 minute 14, the Fury already starting to celebrate. Central Coast doing everything they can, last-ditch efforts, using all their energy. Over a third. Sometimes it's just not your day. Ockenbaugh to take a penalty for Fury. DeVivo long arms, can't put her off. Oh, Jasmine Rodwell does though. She deflects the ball off Courtney Castle and turns the ball over for the Heart. O'Mara to Rodwell to Taylor. 33 seconds to play. 24, sorry, the difference. Ockenbaugh winning ball but giving it back to Danny Taylor in Central Coast. Kelly to the top of the circle. Time held and a warning given. DeVivo. Nailing it for Central Coast. 10 seconds on the clock and Central Coast with the centre to play with. Keen to score. Kelly's a long way out. Beautiful shot, but it doesn't go through the hoop. They've got seconds left, and that'll finish off their 28 campaign. Because the GWS Fury tonight by 23 goals. have emphatically secured their position in the 2018 Grand Final against North Shore United. There's a lot of tired bodies out on court, but we'll wrap this match in front of the camera very shortly with a Fury player. Well, she was a crowd favourite here tonight, Alicia Parrott for GWS Fury. Congratulations, through to the grand final, and now you play North Shore United.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity for us as a GWS, as we have finally accomplished. This is our first season of GWS making grand final, so it's a good accomplishment.
And you had 8 rookies at the start of the year and a brand new coach. Everyone's calling out to you in the background here. So to pull off this is crazy because, you know, you had such a change to all of your lineup, and just the way you were able to win tonight, 23 goals, I think it's a credit to how hard you guys have worked this season.
We've been working so hard on and off the court. We just gel as a team. It's just so good to come to a team where everyone just wants the same goal, and we just work hard for that, which is really good. And like everyone, all the sideline, the coaches, all our spectators up there are just amazing. Come week in, week out. It's good.
So you lost to North Shore United last week in the semi-final, the major won by 19 goals. What are you going to have to do next week differently? Take some of this energy, but obviously a different game plan into that match.
Yeah, definitely. So we're going to have to just revisit what we did and just take out what we did this week and just reapply it to next week and just fire on.
All right, well, congratulations about tonight. Focus on that first and then worry about next week tomorrow. Thanks for chatting with us.
Thank you so much.
That wraps up our preliminary finals coverage here at the Janae Netball Centre. Gee whiz, we're going to have 2 cracking grand finals for you next week at Tuesday and Wednesday night. They'll be split. So under 20s, I believe, play first on the Tuesday night and then opens on the Wednesday night. Tune in then, Netball New South Wales, Bar TV, or you can come watch in person, even better. Thanks for joining us and sticking with us.